Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad you can join me. I hope you're doing great because I'm feeling great. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Shantae, and this is what I love to do. I love entertaining, and I love having conversations and communicating. And thank you for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. I would love to hear what you think of this video. And I have a lot of videos, but this is just a vlog just to tell you what's up. And actually, this morning I woke up pretty early, but I slept in afterwards, and then I missed my coffee time, so I've just been drinking water and like creamer, like this coffee, not coffee drink, it's a coffee creamer, and it's chocolate mocha, and it tastes so good and it's so delicious and tasty. And I had to drink like a small bit of it. It was so good. I might have coffee later on today and just add the creamer in it. But just something to get my sugar, sugary treats. You know, since I don't have candy, I just drank some of that. Um, and this morning, actually, I was reading the Bible, and I have like a cute verse like that I got from church, and here it is. If you can read that, finally be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Ephesians 6:10-11. So it's a memory verse. And I thought it was pretty cool, and it's like my bookmark. And like I read, like this is my level I've had since 2012. And 2012 was an interesting year because I think I was like 18 or 19 at the time. And right now, I'm reading in Deuteronomy, and Deuteronomy is pretty much about Upper Desert Disclosure. It consists of a series of farewell messages by Israel's 120-year-old leader, and it's addressed to a new generation destined to possess the land of promise, those who survived the 40 years of wilderness wandering. So that's what Deuteronomy is about. And I had done that, read a chapter, and normally I read like a lot of chapters, but this morning I was just like, I'm just gonna stick to one and focus on that. And then I also go on the internet and I read different verses on different themes. Like one theme can be about joy, one theme can be about surviving, one could be about peace, one could be about protection. And this time I talked about angels, and there's so many verses. I forgot how many verses that there are that just talks about angels, but it was like very interesting and comforting, and like just made me feel good and to read that and be like, okay, I mean, like I already know that, but it's just reassuring and nice to have knowledge and to learn more. And also, um, the other day I was like exercising, like I do my walks out outside in the yard, and today I'm just taking a break from that. I might take one today, who knows? It just depends on how I'm feeling, but most of the time I do walk. And also I cleaned up today. Um, not the kitchen, just I cleaned like did laundry and did that, and it's a pretty sunny day, but it was raining and it was thundering really loud, and there was like crackling noises, like you could hear it, like the ground shake, and it was like intense. But it wasn't raining that much. It was just like thundering, like it was. And also, I had boiled peanuts. Boiled peanuts are awesome. I am like addicted to like boiled peanuts. I got like so many cans, and I ate some like not too long ago. And then I also made another video on like YouTube advice, for YouTube that want to like know more about how to get started and know the tips and know the steps to get yourself going, get yourself moving. So I really like that niche, like YouTube advice. I watched from doing my own research, and I really love how there's so much that you can cover. And I mean, there's some people that have their own channels that are strictly just on YouTube advice, YouTube growth, how to get subscribers, how to get likes, like more views, and it's very interesting. And I mean, everyone has something unique to share. So it's really cool that I'm subscribed to different people that talk about that. And then I've seen some of my friends on YouTube, they'll feature a YouTube video about advice, and I think that's pretty cool that, like, I feel from my standpoint, I feel like I learn so much just from my friends and from watching other people, like, doing their channels and seeing what they're doing. But then I also like to do my own thing. So, I mean, I made like a lot of videos. So there's enough content to get you going in like different categories. Like I have it on mental health, I have it on like YouTube, get started. Then I had a series that I did um, for season one, and that was pretty cool. I really enjoy filming, and now I'm just doing vlogs, so it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a little bit different from the series that I was doing on Living the Life, because that was just trying to get to know me, and I was doing mostly like Q&As, like question and answers, and like fun little games, and I was still discovering like how YouTube works, and um, would have people like show me advice. And I remember when I had none, and I was just like, I'm making all these videos, but I remember my mindset was like, I just have to get my voice out there. I just have to make videos, make more, make more, make more, and then like edit them. And some of the videos I do edit them, but others I'm just like, I'd rather have like a clear um, visuals than just having a lot of things going on. And that takes time too, as well. And I'm like, I see my friends, they have like great editing skills, like, and have their own like banner and introduction, like at every beginning of their videos. And I'm like, that's really, really cool. Um, so, I mean, I'm like happy for everyone on here. And then there's this girl that, because I was like, okay, when I was reading Bible verses on angels, then I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to like heavenly music, and then or angelic music, and then I was listening to Celtic Woman, and then this girl that I discovered while I was like typing on YouTube, the search beep, and then her channel is called Angelic, and she actually featured a song, like a cover. She does a lot of covers, and I've seen some of her videos, and one of them is by Demi Lovato. It's called Confidence, and I really like that song, but she put her own like twist to it. You know, it's like done on the piano, and she had someone playing in the background, and then she kind of edited some of the lyrics and made it her own. So it's like her singing, and I was like, wow, this is really sweet. This is really beautiful, and she makes great videos, and I'm just like, wow, it's awesome. And so I would just listen to that song over and over again, and then on my blog that I have, my blog is called angelicreflections.wordpress.com. You can go there, and it's pretty cool. It's, like I said, it's a spiritual journey, and um, I've wrote like a book before, like an online book, and now I just like write from my heart, and then I'm writing a story now that's based on a true story, but it's interesting because it's what's going on spiritually. Like, you know, you could look at a person and be like, okay, they're pretty interesting, but then what goes on in that person's mind or what they're sensing spiritually is a whole nother ball game in itself. So in the story, I talk about that in two people's journey. It's mostly centered on. It's called, which I'm not gonna say. It's a surprise. You'll have to go there and find out for yourself. I'm not finished with it, but it's more of like if you read it, then you'll like understand what's going on, and it's pretty interesting how so many things can happen, or how one person can change your life forever, and just one person's influence can. Um, I'm dancing. I like dancing and being unique. And yeah, so you'll just have to watch it. It's very interesting, and I'm just gonna sit down a little bit. It's pretty cool, and I'm so glad that you're here and that I'm here. And I also was thinking earlier today, I was like, where I'm at in life is like good. It's really good, and I'm thinking, okay, because I have many interests in like dancing, acting, music, speaking, and um, I was like, well, there's so many different things that I could do, in the future. But then it's like we walk by faith, not by sight. So I'm like, even though I don't see everything happening right now, I just have to keep pushing myself in the right direction and putting effort. So, like, you know, um, I think it was last week, which I didn't do a vlog on this, so I'm just taking you back from so I can catch you up. But I went to this women's conference and for at a church, and it was about spiritual gifts, like understanding your spiritual gifts and figuring out what your spiritual gifts are. And so I had to take this really long test, and I got um, teacher. Well, that was my second. Like I tied in two, so but I got high scores though. So I had teacher and exhortation, which means like encouraging with positive words, and then I had got, what was the first one that I got? A helper. So I was like, okay. So then they had workshops. There's like 9 different workshops, and then you get to choose 2 of them, which I chose the ones that I got high scores in. And most of the women there were a lot older than me, but it was pretty cool to, you know, get to have fellowship with women, and it was really nice. And one of the classes was pretty big. It was like probably like 20 people in there. And then the second workshop that I had went to was like six people. But it was really, really great. And I enjoyed it. And another thing is that the lady that was hosting the conference, needed volunteers to do a skit on stage. And so I had went and asked, like, hey, like, can I get on stage and speak? I would love to do that. Speaking is amazing for me. And, I'm, I'm on stage at my church. I'm in the choir, so I'm singing, but this is like, now I'm not singing, I'm actually speaking. So she gave me like 3 pages of a skit, and it was about spiritual gifts. And I was the interviewer. So I had to like interview 3 people on stage and about their spiritual gifts, what they like to do, what's their passion. And then I had to like assign them to volunteer to do different events at the church, which there was a twist to it, which was pretty interesting. And so I got to speak, and I enjoyed it, and everyone else enjoyed it, and it was really great just having the microphone and being on stage. So it's like, man, I need to speak more on stage. But YouTube is a platform, so I'm very excited about that. So it's not just something that I do on YouTube, but it's something that I enjoy doing. I do. And also, I've been learning more about different skills. I've been learning about assertiveness, which is in class, which is stating your values and your needs and wants in a respectful manner that's respectful to you and others. And so I've been taking different classes, like um, which are about life, things that you'll need to know as you have relationships and friendships, and preparation and awareness. So they're like awareness classes, um, and I learn about mental health as well. So it's really, really cool. And also, just give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. So, hello again. And also, when I have my classes that I go to, like their support classes, their peer-to-peer support classes, and I've been getting coffee in the mornings, like I'm eating coffee. It's like this big, and so much like caffeine, and I get like 6 grams, like sugar, and I'm like, yes, this is awesome. Like, just and it's fall now, but I can't wait till it's actually officially October, so I can watch shows and movies on fall, and I'm like, yeah. I love being festive, and now there's like decorations where I'm at, like living, and fall decorations. And then it's Christmas time, to help decorate. So it's really exciting, and um, I also tonight I have a piece of information. If you're watching this live, this will definitely help because this event is actually tonight. So give me one moment and I'll be right back. Okay, so that was kind of like awkward. No, it wasn't awkward. I'm just kidding. It's funny. I'm silly and it'll come out sometimes. So there's this apostle, and it's called an Apostles Extreme, and he's a pastor in Chicago. And actually, a family member of mine is involved in ministry, so she's actually going to be my family member is actually going to be speaking with them tonight. So tonight, meaning today, at September 29th. So if you watch this another time, then you might miss it, but it might be every Thursday night. Every Thursday night, it might. This is just going to be the first day, so we'll see how this goes, but I'm praying that everything will go well, which it will, and I know it will. So it's a conference at 8:30, and the line is 712-432-3900, and the PIN number is 810196. So if you're watching this, when you're watching this, you can pause it or rewind it or however you want to do. But it's about like spiritual warfare, which is something that I understand, and it's not just about events that happen in your life. It's not just like the outward events, like as you're going throughout your day. It's also about what's going on with you spiritually and like in your spiritual surroundings and your mind as well. So the mind can be a strong thing. And when you have your will and emotions, your physical self, your spiritual self, your emotional self, it can your life can be pretty interesting. So they are involved in ministry. It's Apostles Extreme, and the pastor's name is Tyrone. And so I'm going to be listening to this tonight at 8:30. So if you want to watch the stream, I mean not watch it, hear it like on your phone, then feel free to join for community rights. So I'm just sharing this information because it's going to be helpful. And if you know what it's like to be in God's army, which I do, it can be it can be very strong and powerful and a blessing and an honor and to be part of something that big and that great and that grand. So it's very interesting, and this will be the first time that I will be tuning into the Possibles Extreme. But I do have experience in my like own experiences with warfare and also learning about it in a intercessory prophetic um, church. So I've been around different types of different denominations, I'd say, And so I understand different levels and speaking and what's being taught, and not just like teaching what they know, but also teaching what is already out there so that you can be aware of and learn more and be strong in your faith and with God. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm excited for my family member that's going to be speaking. And she's great. She's amazing, and she's very supportive of me. So I can't wait. And what else? Actually, I carry like a green backpack that um my church is giving out free backpacks, and so I had got one, and it's like bike walk on, just do it safely. This is what it looks like, and I mean it has like the strings and everything on it, and I carry it whenever I go to class. So I've been busy and too like editing thumbnails and also making videos. So I really enjoy it. And this is live, so yay! um, yeah, I sometimes like in some of my videos I have put music to go along with it and to add music to it in my editing, if you're wondering. But I was like, well, I want to speak clearly and I want to speak where I'm understood. So I'm just not going to put music in mine. For other people, you might be able to hear them clearly, with music. But for me, I feel like I will be able to be heard doing it this way. So there's no music, but it's still great that we're all here. And I kind of want to do like a quick Bible study. Like that's just on something. Maybe if I flip open Bible to something, then I can like talk about it. So I just opened to John 26 through 26. We'll start with 26. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them. This is verse 27. And they follow me. 28. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. 29. My Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. 30. I and my Father are one. So that's really good because it's in red letters, so that means that this is when Jesus is talking. So you when you're like his, because Jesus is a shepherd, so he's referring to the body of Christ as the sheep, as we're the sheep. So we can hear his voice and we can understand what he says to us. And in our prayer life, um, in our personal lives, like when we're talking to God, what we're seeing, what we're hearing, we understand when we're given information from God. So, and I will, and they will not just hear me, but they will follow me. So, I just want to talk about how people can give you advice, but at the end of the day, you have to know what's right for you. And you can hear advice from different people, and they can have different ways of telling you, you need to do this right now, or you need to go to this place and do this. And it could be the right timing, or it could be something that's meant to happen, but just not right this second. because it has to be on God's time, and it has to be what God has spoke to you. So make sure that when someone's telling you something that you are listening very clearly with an understanding heart, but you're also taking into consideration what your Father wants you to do, how He made you, how He designed you, and your purpose. And just because someone has a different plan than you doesn't mean that yours is wrong. Just as long as it's lined up to God's will and His plan for you. And also, I noticed that if someone has a plan for you and they want the best for you and tell you to do this, but just make sure that you're in a good place. Okay? And so this is like also about following. And when you listen to someone, you want to, that's good. And you want to listen to them and follow them and understand more, not just for their sake, but also for yours too. So that's going to be beneficial, like not just in the here and now, but forever. And that's what it's talking about. I give unto them eternal life. Eternity is a very long time. There's no time limit on eternity. And when you're spiritually in tune and you can feel your soul and you understand your soul, then you know that it's more than just being in this flesh body. And no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. So, which is comforting because when you are following God, no one can take God away from you. No one can take, and I'm going to be positive, no one can take God from you. You have God. So, don't, be of good courage and of good cheer and be positive. And then it also says in John, verse, chapter 10, verse 30, I and my Father are one. So isn't that great to have, he's, Jesus is speaking about himself, but when you're reading it, it's also talking about us as well. Like, I and my Father are one. Like, you're one with God. And God's not gonna ever leave you or forsake you. He's always there. And so, that's really good. And I feel that way all the time, especially when I'm walking and I'm just thinking about, okay, well, I have to drink water. Okay, I have to clean the car. Okay, let me make this video now, or okay, let me write now. Which I love doing those things, and I do them, but I'm still thinking about God and what He thinks of me and what He's saying to me and the advice He's giving me. And I'm also thinking about, this is not just right now, but even when I'm doing those things, that I'm also thinking about, like, how much He loves me and what He has to look forward to in eternity. And especially when I'm laying down, um, I can talk to God more and give it a quiet time. And so that's pretty great. I'm very blessed. So, and you can have that too. And if you don't already know that, then I'm just opening your eyes to that. So, it's really great. So, those are a few verses. It's, again, John, this is out of the King James Version, just so you know. John chapter 10, verse 26 through 30. So, yeah, Jesus is one with God, and you obviously can see that when you read about it, you understand his life being told by others, but also his own words that are coming out. It's, it brings life, and it brings understanding of what he had to go through throughout his life to get where he's at. And he wasn't just looking for physical kingdom, but he was looking for also the eternal kingdom. And so yeah, so I like doing Bible studies and going to church, and it means a lot to me to share and to bring some words of encouragement. And always pray, always pray, and don't expect yourself to have all the answers. Just be thankful for what God shows you. And it's not such a blessing that we on YouTube, especially YouTubers that are watching, that God has given us the knowledge and the passion to make videos for an audience. And I think that's really, really great. And I love filming, and I love expressing myself. So, and what else can I tell you? I can tell you that personal growth is very important, and we all need that. And do not try to rush into the next thing, but to just keep a good pace and enjoy your life at the moment. So, also, I got done. It's called bubblegum. Bubblegum? No, bubblegum. Yeah, bubblegum. And yeah, it's I've seen that before. It's pretty delicious. Just saying. And yeah, I like taking naps. I mean, when I had caffeine, I wasn't taking that much naps. But actually, I didn't fall asleep today. I just lay down and was talking and praying for others, praying for myself. Yes, I have gum right now, and it's delicious. So, and this is vlog number 2. And I'm glad that you are watching. And also, I'm if you're really good at writing, or if you want to learn writing, type. You just do it. You can blog something. It's really fun. Yeah, I actually have to do that sometime today. Is write some of my story that I'm writing about, and I only need like 2 pages. So now I have to come up with a plan on what I'm going to talk about from where I left off, because I have to remember certain events in order to write it. So that's what I'm doing. So, and what else? I might watch a movie or two today. And also to my friends that are that I'm subscribe to and that you comment on my channel. Like, thank you so much. It's really sweet. I'm so glad I have support. But I'm going to be checking out some videos from your site, from your channel. So, I'm going to stop by and comment, and there's a lot that I have, so, but I mean, it's important that when you have a friendship to engage them, and especially, since your videos are awesome, that I need to know it. So I need to do that today. I commented on some of them today, but I need to like actually watch some videos before I watch a movie or watch a video. I mean, on TV. YouTube first, then my vlog, and then a movie. And then after that is the Apostle 6 stream tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. Keep smiling, keep going, don't give up, and be yourself. That's all we're here for. And you're doing a great job. So peace out. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. Don't forget to press that like button. Don't forget if God's putting something on your heart to tell me. Then say it. I mean, there's the comments down below that you can say. So, and I'll respond back to you as soon as possible. So, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.